What's up, YouTube? I just wanted to take this opportunity to update you guys on the Section 8 property that I told you about in the last video, where the tenant was going to be essentially homeless if we didn't get finished with our Section 8 checklist that they gave us. So, good news. We ended up getting everything done just like I knew we would. Now, I do want to address one of the main comments that we got on that video regarding why we let this tenant move in the property prior to the inspection, even though we know that Section 8 does not allow this. So it goes all the way back to the main reason why we're in this business. Yes, we want to make money. Yes, we want to build generational wealth. But the main reason why we're in this business is because we want to help people. Okay. I grew up in Section 8 housing, so I kind of have a little bit of a soft spot for some of the families that are on Section 8. Now, that doesn't mean that Section 8 doesn't get abused. There's people that take advantage of any and every system that we have. But for the most part, these are people that need help getting on their feet or making ends meet, or they cannot simply afford to pay rent due to whatever circumstance. So, this particular instance, the woman was going to be homeless. She had to get out of her property by a certain time. And unfortunately, Section 8 was about 3 to 4 weeks out on holding inspections. So I had a couple options. I could have, took her rafter, which I explained in the other video about what that is, turned it in, and just had her wait for the inspection. But in the meantime, she would have to go to a homeless shelter. I'll show you some of our conversations that we were having on the phone. So I could either do that, or I could allow her to move into the property prematurely and early. And it was going to be a risk because, Section 8 would have frowned on it. But at the end of the day, it's my house, and I can really do what I want to do. It's no different from if I have a family that's paying regular rent, a regular tenant that's paying cash. If they're one of my tenants, and then for somehow the mom or the dad or whoever is paying the rent gets on Section 8, well, I would have an opportunity to meet whatever Section 8 guidelines while they're living in that property so that they will be able to stay. The only difference is, instead of them paying me the rent, they're going to be coming from Section 8. It's the same difference. Section 8 would still have to come in and do the initial inspection on that property, although they're already living there. So what's the difference? So in this particular case, I decided, in this particular instance, I decided, since I have brand new mechanicals in this property, brand new windows, brand new paint, brand new floors, hot water tank, hot water tank, furnace, all this stuff is new. Talking about tens of thousands of dollars that I put into this property. I don't want it to sit vacant. No matter if I would have changed no matter if I would have chosen another tenant, it was still going to be 3 to 4 weeks regardless, because I was going with a Section 8 tenant for this property. So in my eyes, I was like, hey, you can move in this property. I'm not going to charge you rent because I wasn't going to be getting rent anyway. So why would I charge her? And then in the meantime, my property is safe. Okay, so it isn't the worst neighborhood, but it isn't the best neighborhood. But at the same time, even in the best of neighborhoods, crimes of opportunity happen. So I'm not going to sit there and leave a perfectly good house vacant for too long. It's going to attract the wrong kind of energy and the wrong kind of crowd. So I decided to go ahead and move her in. Now, in the meantime, we did have the initial inspection. The initial inspection, it went okay, but we had a list of things that we needed to fix. Here's that list. I showed it in my last video. So my wife and I, being experienced Section 8 inspectors, my wife and I being experienced Section 8 investors, we already know how the game goes, okay? If they come in and you fail that initial inspection, they're going to give you ample amount of time to go down that list and fix or correct whatever's wrong with it. And that's exactly what we did. And I'm excited to announce that today, we got our official go-ahead email from Section 8. So we are signing the lease. She is now safe from being homeless, like I knew she would be, and everything worked out. My property was safe. She was able to move into the property. Section 8 is now taking over paying the rent. No harm, no foul. Everything's done. So, like I said, I wanted to give you guys a quick update on that. Side note, I also wanted to thank you guys for 100 subscribers. Look, YouTube has always been a dream for me. I've always had a vision of making videos and providing value out there in the world. For the longest time, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. But I really have a strong passion for real estate. I really think it can free you in ways that other things can't. I really think that, if you want to create passive income, if you want to create generational wealth, then real estate is a great vehicle to do just that. So as I grow my YouTube channel, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be here providing value. I'm not going anywhere. I want to help you guys go from 0 to 1 property, because I believe that once you get proof of concept, once you get your first property, which I think is the hardest property, you'll be off to the races. Because no matter what, you can watch as many videos as you want on YouTube. You can take as many courses, but nothing is going to teach you more than buying that first single family or multifamily property. You're going to learn a ton when you do that. And I want to help you get there. I want to help you. I want to help guide you through that process and beyond. So as we get going, I am going to create a Facebook group. I am going to create just a community for us to be able to communicate and collaborate and potentially even do deals together. But also, I want to be there as a guide and a resource to help you. So with that being said, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. And remember, your dream life is out there. You just got to figure out a way to go get it. Let's keep building. See y'all in the next one.